Hey guys, welcome in. This is a Southern Beer Review. I'm John. This is William over here. Today we're going to bring to you a great Southern brewery, a offering from a great Southern brewery, the Highland Brewing Company in Asheville, North Carolina. I was up that way not too long ago uh, to visit a friend, and I picked up a six-pack of the Be Autumn's Up, like it's a B apostrophe with the word autumn,
I
like
guess it's
fall.
supposed to be bottoms up, but it's
Bottoms up, but whatever. I'm challenged. But anyway, it's a dark lager. Comes in about 5%, and it's sort of a seasonal. It says it's got some sort of a Christmas look, although, yeah. Anyway, let's give it
Highland.
a shot.
Let's see. John and I have been to the Highland Brewery on a previous Asheville trip, and
We
I
have,
would put
yeah.
John. I would put Highland Brewery in the category of. I mean, it was one of the. It's kind of the vanguard, like one of the first.
Yeah, I think it was an early Asheville brewery. Yeah,
It
certainly one of the first that was getting their beer out into the world.
Right, right.
How's it going?
I would put. I would put. As far as craft beer goes in the South, I would put Highland as far as how long they've been around up there with like something like Palmetto from Charleston,
Yeah.
or So I'm drawing a blank. I mean, it's in a city. Asheville has 60 or 70 breweries. This was among the first.
How about Sweetwater,
Sweetwater? Yeah, it's a
or
good one.
maybe even Terrapin from
Yeah.
Athens? It's been around for a while, kind of like the beginning or even predating the craft beer explosion. They were right there.
And this Highland is kind of known for their. I think they have a Gaelic ale that is really popular. I think,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, but it's a great space if I remember correctly. Maybe one of these days
It was a nice brewery.
when we go back to Asheville, we'll bring you these. We'll bring you Highland. We'll bring you a video from the actual brewery. Last summer on the Blue Ridge Parkway trip, we didn't go there, but all right,
Nice color,
great
very
smell.
very good. I poured probably a little bit aggressively there, but very big head,
That is smooth.
very nice head. It's almost kind of brownish color. It's a black lager. I like black lagers. I like lagers in general. So let's see what it.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of refreshing coming right after the 13% Imperial Stout we just had.
Yeah.
Not in a bad. I mean, I just easier to
Oh,
drink. And,
yeah. There's a surprising amount of there's almost a little bit of a citrusy taste to that, which is not something I would expect from a dark lager.
I'm getting a little bit of an outdoor flavor too,
Mm.
and I can't quite. I use the word piney too much.
Yeah, yeah.
And bark. I don't eat bark
Why not?
necessarily, but I'm getting like an
You should
outdoor
try
kind
it.
of flavor. John, as far as you know, the dark lagers, are they just infused with more malts? Is that where they get the dark as opposed to the traditional golden colored?
Uh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think they're just roasted. The
Yeah.
malts are a little more roasted, but I could be wrong on that.
And that's probably a better word I was looking for. Roasty, like campfire.
Yeah. There's a good roastiness to it.
It's got a great head.
Yeah.
It's got a great smell.
It's a beer that it's got a little bit of everything. It's a good beer for winter because it
It
does have
is.
that roastiness to it, but it's also an easy
Incredibly
drinking,
smooth. Yeah.
smooth. It'd be a good beer to quench your thirst if you
Right.
find yourself in the winter time doing some yard work, maybe clearing some branches or something like that. So it'd be a great beer to have afterwards.
Or, for those of you that are interested, if you find yourself opening 2 packs of 1987 tops like John and I just did,
Yeah.
you might consider. But yeah, I think this is incredibly smooth. No one overpowering flavor over another. I'm just getting an overall roasty, outdoor campfire type of vibe from this.
It's a
for lack
beer.
of a better way to put it.
It's got a good beer flavor. There's not like anything going on too special with
Right.
it. It's got a good malt balance with a little bit of hoppiness.
Right.
There is this weird hint, but I like it, of a little bit of citrus.
Yeah.
So I don't know, what's a citrusy winter kind of fruit? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but it's got that citrusy hint,
Right.
just a hint,
Right.
which
Absolutely.
I like.
Yeah.
It's not.
Um,
It's not like you may look at the glass and say, okay, that's a stout. It doesn't really come off taste wise like a stout at all. It definitely is a lager.
How are you? Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good
Cheers.
Thank you. I don't get any packages. These are all for my wife. And like we said, we don't stop for the mailman, the UPS guy, whatever. We're just going to keep rolling.
You're going to see it all happen live here. When we're filming, we roll, and whatever happens, happens. So you always be.
But again, yeah, I'm excited that you brought this back because any beer, just about any brewery from Asheville is going to be really good. But Highlands been around. I can remember our family used to take trips up to Brevard, which is outside of Asheville, and my brother-in-law and I would go have tastings at Highland sometime, and that was like in 06, 7, 8. Now, craft beer had been around by then, but I don't think it had reached, that's 16, 17 years ago. I've always been a fan, and I give them, if you're a beer fan and a beer historian, I give Highland a lot of credit for kind of helping to kickstart them and French Broad, the Asheville beer scene.
Yep, which is just out of control
Unreal.
now. If you haven't been up there, you got to go. And it's been a few years since we've really done Asheville. We were up there last summer, but we did more Mills River type stuff. We did Sierra Nevada and Burning Blush. Was that the name of it?
Yep.
Which Burning Blush, if you haven't been there yet, incredible brewery,
Probably
great
surprised
space.
Of that trip.
Yeah, just great beer. But yeah, you got to do Asheville, and we're overdue for another Asheville trip to really get into Asheville and really see what's new and what's still there.
All right, I guess I'll go first this time. This is really solid to me. For a dark lager, I'll give it an 8.5. It's really good. It checks every box for a dark lager. The smell, the taste, the head, just the vibe you get. The fact that it just makes you, like John said, I'm trying to come up with all these words. John put it best. It's a good beer taste.
Yeah, it answers that question. Like when you just want a beer, this checks all the boxes. And one of the things I want to mention about it is just how drinkable it is.
Yeah.
And it really does, it's dark, but it's also that lager.
Right.
It really does feel like you're drinking a lager, and I'm a huge fan of this.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 8.5 as well.
Sweet.
So we're right there together on this one. 8.5. Good beer.
All right,
Great beer.
guys. So once again, Highland Brewing Company, bottoms, autumns up, dark lager, and listen, we haven't brought you any content in about a month, and so we're gonna try to do a little bit better job of being consistent with it. And again, if you have any recommendations, put them on the comments.
Please, yeah.
Hey,
we'd
review
love to
this
hear
beer.
from you.
We'd love for people to suggest beers that they want us to do.
Yep. Also, throw an idea out if you would enjoy us doing some sort of blind taste test, gathering some beers together. If that's something you'd like to see, leave a recommendation towards that in the comments.
Yep.
And also, don't forget while you're there to like and subscribe. All that helps create visibility for us as a channel. And as we've said many, many times, we'll still be doing this.
Yep.
No matter how many subscribers we are, because we're always going to get together and drink beer.
Yep.
We might as well film it.
Yep.
So,
guys, we appreciate it. Have a good one.
Take care.